Hey guys, I'm the cheap guy. I'm here to save you money, and it's going to be a short one about books today. But also, before we get started, I want to make sure you know about my other channel, which is called Late Fire Starter. It's about making money and retiring early with financial independence. I'm going to put a link below. Please go check that out. I do 2 videos every week on that channel. And on this channel, when something comes up, I do a video. Trying to do at least 1 a week. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're interested in saving money because part of financial independence is getting your cost of living down. Some of these videos are going to be about small savings, tips and tricks. Some of them are going to be about bigger savings. In fact, some of the biggest savings you can do, you can check out my early videos. Housing is a huge one. There's different things like that. Also, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe so you get all my saving tips and tricks. And what I would really love is if you have things that you spend money on that you don't know how to cut, or if you want to save money or get tips on how to cut expenses on a certain category, comment below. I literally have been helping people for years save money. So whether it's on bills or expenses or whatever it may be, whether it's finding a good deal on something they want, whether it's travel, whether it's a camera, whatever it is, go ahead and comment below. I may do a video about that. Why not? Let's work together here. I'm really doing this channel to help people out. I want to help people save money. I want to help people get out of debt. I want to help people not overspend. I want to help people be free and live within their means. If these videos aren't helpful, let me know how they can be, because that's what I'm here for, is to help you out. One of the things that I had an addiction to, in a way, is books. I like to read and I love books. Being the cheap guy, one of the ways I used to buy books was I would go to the old bookstores, and they always used to have these bargain bin areas in the very front, usually in the walk-in area. And a lot of times they would have books for $1, brand new books for $1. And that's how I'd find some of the random books, and I would just kind of breeze through and buy a bunch, and sometimes I'd hit gold with them. Other times when there were books that I wanted to get for sure, I used to go to some websites that would check all the online bookstores and give me the cheapest price. As you can see, I have a lot of books. In fact, I have too many books. I have had to give some away, and it's hard for me. It's like getting rid of my kids in some ways. But even with giving some away, even with getting rid of some, I've moved a lot in my life too, and the books, I've boxed them up, I've unboxed them, I've boxed them up. It's just a pain. But I just can't let them all go. And as you can see, I've got a ton of books. I don't go to that website anymore to find the cheapest book. I don't go to bookstores anymore to buy the dollar books. In fact, I don't spend any money on books anymore at all. What I do is I use my library, and I don't use my library to actually get books. Although you can do that, I use my library to get Kindle books. It's super easy, and I never even have to leave my home. I can download books for 7, 14, or 21 days at a time, download it to my Kindle, and then read it. I also love this because it gets me reading more. When I get that notification that my loan expires in 3 days, all of a sudden, I'm amping up my reading to get that book done. And so I love that. So you can get all kinds of books at your local library. And that's not news to anyone. The fact that you can get them digitally on your Kindle for free is maybe not something everyone knows. Now, obviously, you need a Kindle to read these books. I have a Kindle because I travel a lot and I just love having this thing. I used to lug around huge books when I would travel overseas. Now I can just bring my Kindle, and I love it, and it's better for reading. But if you have a tablet or even just a smartphone or on your computer, you can get the Kindle app, and it's free, and then you don't have to buy any extra goods. Obviously, if you're watching me right now, you have a device that you can download the Kindle app on and not spend any extra money. However, with Black Friday coming up and Amazon and Cyber Monday and all these things, you can always get a great deal, especially on old model Kindles. I highly recommend the actual original, not the original like the first version, but the original Kindle, not the Fire tablets, but the ones that are made just for reading books. You can get a pretty dang good Kindle that's an old model or even a refurbished one, and these things, they're much easier on your eyes. They hold a lot of books, and the best part about them is the battery will last for weeks. And so if you're going on a weekend trip, you don't have to worry about charging. If you have a long flight, let's say you're flying to Australia and it's forever flight, the thing will last the entire flight. So there's a real upsides to these things. The downside is it's mostly all you're going to use it for is reading books, but the upside is because it's specialized, it's so much better for reading books than your computer or tablet or anything else like that. In fact, I would say it's even better than reading actual books in some ways because, one, it's light, it's easy, and I can make the text bigger, easier on my eyes. I can read in the dark. There's so many things that it makes available to you. So I'm a big fan of my Kindle. I'm a big fan of free Kindle books through the library. Obviously, if you don't have a library card, it is worth your time to go get one. And check online because you may even be able to apply for a library card online. Every city's got its own library. Every county has their own library rules and their own library cards. So wherever you live, there is a library and you'll be able to get a library card for free, and chances are you'll be able to get free Kindle books online as well. I live in the LA area, and so my Kindle books come from the LA County Library. So for me, I just go onto the LA County Library, I go ahead and click Kindle books, and then I see what's available. I put holds on ones. I can search for books. I can see what's on hold for me. I can see what my past orders were. I can go ahead and download certain books. I can put other books on hold, like I said before. And then when they become available, because someone else has checked it out on their Kindle, when those books and holds become available, I get an email from the library saying the hold is available, and I can go on and download it at that point. And so it works really, really well. Our taxpayer money goes to the libraries, might as well use them. They are wonderful resources, and they're really good for getting entertainment. Books, also movies, and other things like that are great entertainment for free. Check out your library. It's definitely a cheap guy favorite. Thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you found this helpful. If you did, hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe. And don't forget, go check out my other channel, The Late Fire Starter. Late Fire Starter. Thanks so much. Have a great day and take care of yourself.